Hi, thanks for joining me today. So today I'm going to go over real quickly just an overview of everything that I purchased that was a holiday limited edition item and what would I personally repurchase. So let me preface this by saying that there is nothing that I purchased that I really do not like, and it's a terrible product and I just definitely would not repurchase it. However, where I'm drawing the line is more what is unique enough that since it is limited edition, I definitely have to have it. Some of the items that are limited edition, if I've been able to find something kind of similar or it just doesn't really seem that unique, then it's, I don't really need to worry about purchasing that now. So that's kind of where I'm drawing the line. I had a really hard time coming up with how to do this video because I started off by going through what are my absolute favorite items from all of my holiday products. So I'll give you guys that list. Then I went by category, my favorite powder, my favorite lipstick, and so forth. And that was really hard to do. So I'll kind of give you everything that I've been thinking. Some of these things, they're kind of, it was a really hard process. So let me start by going through everything that I have by brand. So I have the Hourglass Unlocked palette. This is limited edition. This came out last year in different packaging. They re-released it this year. It's sold out almost everywhere already. So I think Beautylish and Selfridges have it right now. I don't know if it'll come back in stock or not, but it is, just here for the holidays. So I have this from Hourglass. Another loaner that I have is the Givenchy Prisme Libre loose powder. So this is a matte finish and enhanced radiance loose powder 4-in-1 harmony in the color Sparkling Mousseline number 10. So I have that. Then from Chantecaille, I have the 3 lip crystals. So this is Rubelite. And actually right now I'm wearing on my lips this is a Givenchy Night Noir lipstick. I'm wearing the Night in Blue as a sheer layer. This I believe is a permanent part of their collection right now. It's not holiday, but I'm wearing that as a sheer layer on the base, topped with Rubelite dabbed on top of it, and I really like the mixture of that. So Jocelyn L. Fab, she wrote some comments. She recommended dabbing the lip crystals on top, and I've been testing it out. I've actually worn it that way the last 3 days, I think, two or 3 days, and I really like it. So this is Night in Blue with Rubelite as a topper, just a light dab topper, and I think it looks great. So the amount of glitter then actually is comparable to if you have a lip gloss that has glitter in it, but obviously you've got the lipstick texture instead. So anyway, back to what I have from Chantecaille. I've got the lip crystal in Rubelite. I have the lip crystal in Carnelian, which is the red, and the lip crystal in Rose Quartz, which is more of the pinky nude. All right, in addition, I have the 2 powders. So these come in the gorgeous 3-dimensional gold leaf packaging. Eclat is the more of the matte finishing powder. Okay, so that one is a light vanilla type of color. And then Eclat Brilliant. This is the gold highlighter, and I actually have it on my cheeks right now. Show you, can you see it catching the light there? So it is a soft gold, it's a true gold color. So that's why from Chantecaille. From Chanel, I have the 2 Ombre Premier eyeshadows. So these are their cream powder shadows. So this is Purple Brown, number 58, or Pourpre Brun. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it in French. And then I have number 56. Grandeur, which is a gold. Then I have the Chanel eyeshadow quad in Lumiere a Opulence, and their highlighter in Middle Peach. All right, and this, you can see I've used it quite a bit. So this is the highlighter in Metal Peach. In addition, I have the Stylo Yeux waterproof. This is their eyeliner pencil in Khaki Intense, number 951. And I have the two Glossimers, or Rouge Coco glosses. So I have number 826 and number 824. I also have 4 of the 6 lipsticks. So these have the click type packaging. This is number 807, Rouge Delicieux. I have number 817, Rouge Splendide, which, by the way, I think is a great spring-summer color. I actually wish they'd released it as part of their spring collection. I have number 847, Rouge Majestueux. And number 857, Rouge Noble. So that's it for Chanel. Then from Guerlain, I have the Golden Land eyeshadow palette, the Golden Land Meteorites, and the 3 Rouge G lipsticks in the cases. So this is number 94. This is their matte red. And this for me is a very wearable matte red. It's, I don't know, I really like that one. This is number 95. This is more of a metallic gold, nude gold. And then number 96, which is a rose, more on the nude side, but all right. Then from Tom Ford, I have the Cream and Powder eyeshadow in Fleur Neige. So this has cream eyeshadow on the bottom, and then a powder that you apply on top of the cream. I have 2 of the lip balms. So I have Après Soleil, which is a nice light nude, kind of like a light caramel. And these are the size of the boys and girls lipsticks, so that they're smaller. Then I have number 5, Bay Diva. And this is like a light berry. Kind of more of a nude berry though. And then I have the 3 eyeshadow quads. Take off the... This is number 2, Soleil et Lune. This is number 3, Soleil Diva. And this is number 1, Soleil Neige. Now from By Terry, the stuff that I purchased, I have the Starlight Rose CC Glow Booster Serum. And this is limited edition, but not 100%, but I believe that the rose color is the same as their normal rose in their CC serums, but this has added sparkle. And I actually have that on under my foundation. I put on an incredibly light layer of the Surratt foundation, the Dewdrop, and I just wanted to see if you could get any of that, radiance through from the CC serum. And, I do have a little bit of a glow that shines through from it, but not as much as I was expecting. All right. And then I bought a holiday set. These are not limited edition items, so I'm not going to discuss them as something that, whether you should purchase or not. However, if this is something you're interested in or something that you currently use, this is the Brightening CC Serum, and they have it in colors number 1 and 4. This is number 1, Immaculate Light, and this set, getting this 30 milliliter and 13 milliliter size together, was $89. instead of $91 for just this. So if this is something you have, I definitely recommend purchasing this set if it's something that you currently use. In addition, I got the Best of Starlight Rose set from By Terry, which comes with the Lash Expert Twist Mascara. It's a full size. It comes with the Liquid Baume de Rose. It comes with the Ombre Black Star Cran in Bronze Moon. Sorry, I disinfected everything and kind of broke the tip of this. So, also came with this little travel size hyaluronic hydra powder. So super cute. You've got the powder here, and then on the top lifts up, you've got a little mirror, and then an incredibly cute puff. So these items, though, from the Best of set are not limited edition items. So again, they're not going to play into my decision. However, if you're interested in trying out By Terry products, I think it's a great set to try, and I think it's a fantastic deal. So I like the set a lot, and I would definitely repurchase the set. But since they aren't limited edition items, they're not going to make my list today. All right. Then what else do I have? I think that, the other item from By Terry is the Starlight Rose CC powder. This is a limited edition item because it has 3 of their regular colors combined together in one palette. So the item itself is limited edition. The actual colors are part of their permanent line. Okay, so we will discuss this. All right. So that's everything I have. Now let's get started. I want to go through what my top favorite items are overall from all of these holiday items. My number 1 favorite item that I would definitely repurchase is the Chanel eyeshadow quad. So this is number 342, Lumiere Opulence. This, I think, is one of the best eyeshadow quads from Chanel. I love all of these colors. They're all very wearable for me. Even this one here, which is the one that, kind of worried me a little bit because it's kind of like a yellow, olivey green color, kind of goldish, and it's not a typical color for me. But all of these colors work great. They blend well. The formula is fantastic. Staying power is great. I really, really love this quad, and I'm super glad I have it. This is definitely, in my opinion, one of my favorite Chanel quads of all. So whether it was holiday or not, I would definitely get this quad. So this is my number 1 item, and my number 2 is actually the highlighter from this collection in Metal Peach. And you can see how much I have used this. And now the reason I like this highlighter so much is that it is very subtle. It goes well with my skin tone. It's not too cool, not too warm, not too white, not too dark, so I really, really love this. It's a great everyday highlighter for me. It's not super blingy. So, if you're looking for a super, a super bright or super sparkly highlighter, this is not going to be it. But this is a fantastic everyday accent. So I have used it above my eyes in the eyebrow arch. I've used it on my cheeks, different accent points. This works really well for me everywhere. So I love this highlighter. And I'm excited to try the new one that's coming out. So that should be here soon. It's up for order now on Chanel's website. So then my next favorite item is actually the Rouge G lipstick in number 96. So although for some people this might not seem super special because it's, kind of like an everyday pinky nude color, for me, this is such a perfect My Lips But Better color that I reach for this all the time. This has become a go-to lipstick for me. I take it with me in my purse quite often, and I really love this color. I don't know whether the color itself is going to be limited edition. I believe it is, but I'm hoping they make it part of the permanent line. The case is definitely limited edition. All 3 of these cases are. and you can see that you've got the mirror inside, and you know, these all have slightly different, you know, this cover is going to be different than the ones part of their permanent collection. The other ones that are solid color are more of like a leather look. So these are definitely a little bit more special for the holiday. So those are my top three. Then from there, another one of my most used items is this Tom Ford Cream and Powder eyeshadow duo. So this is the color 11 Fleur Neige. And for me, when I don't have a lot of time to get anything on, this is like a, you know, just, it's what I reach for to do the fastest eye look ever. So I just take a brush, I sweep on a little bit of the cream on my lid, and then I put on some of the powder with another brush, blend the edges in my crease, and that's it. So it's a great, easy look. I've worn it in several of my videos. You may have seen it. But I love it. Very light and neutral. It's a great everyday color. Great for work, so forth. Okay, so my next favorite item would be the Guerlain Meteorites in Golden Land. So I purchased this, and I also purchased the Guerlain Meteorites in Light from the Sephora sale. I like the Golden Land better, which surprised me because these look so dark that I was worried that they would be too dark for my skin tone, but they really just give you a nice light rosy glow. So I love it. Definitely great for the winter months when your skin's, you know, a little bit more pallid, and you know, you're looking a little bit more dull. It gives you a soft radiance, kind of like a warmed by the fire kind of look. So I love this. And then my last for my favorites would be the Eclat Dew from Chantecaille. And this really just, aside from the packaging being absolutely gorgeous, I really like how this kind of gives me just like kind of a matte, it's a matte finishing powder on me. It just kind of gives me that sophisticated look to my skin, and I just, you know, feel so much better wearing this. I'm not really sure why, but you know, I really think that it gives you a really nice look to your skin, a really nice finish. It's not going to be like glowy or anything like that. So I think this is great for, you know, work and things like that as well. So I really like all of those items. There are others that have made my favorites list, but I tried really hard to narrow it down to top 5. And what did I name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kept it to 6. So that was the best I could do. All right, so now let's go through highlighters. Now, from the highlighters, I have the Chanel highlighter in Metal Peach. And then I have the Eclat Brillant from Chantecaille, again in this gorgeous packaging. And then Hourglass palette also has a highlighter. This is the Champagne Strobe Light. Now for me, for an everyday basis, I would definitely wear the Chanel highlighter. I wear it frequently. I really like this one. The Eclat Brillant, I think, is better for special occasions, holiday parties, things like that. I think on medium and darker skin tones, this would be absolutely beautiful. You could probably wear it a lot more frequently than I could. But for me, it's a little bit too gold and a little bit sparkly for me to wear on a regular everyday basis. So I would put the Chanel first, this strobe light from Hourglass. This is kind of in between the two a little bit, you know, if you kind of had to. So for me, what I would wear most, I'd wear the Chanel, then the Hourglass, then the Chantecaille. So that's kind of my order of preference out of the highlighters. All right, for finishing powder, I picked the Guerlain Meteorites as my favorite. Again, it gives you that nice rosy glow. So you are going to have a little bit of a radiant look there. But if I were to put all of my powders in order, it would first be the Meteorites, then the Eclat Dew, then the By Terry, where did I put it? The By Terry Starlight Rose CC powder. And I just thought this did a fantastic job of kind of, you know, blurring everything and getting that airbrush finish. It was so pretty. So this and actually the Givenchy Prisme Libre, they were kind of tied, but I think this one edged it out just a tiny bit because I feel like it worked a little bit better at blurring things than the Givenchy. So that would come next, the Givenchy. And then after that would be the Hourglass finishing powders, which are these two. So again, this one's a little bit dark for me. I would use this probably more as contour or, you know, mixing it in with certain blushes and so forth to kind of change the color a little bit. So this would be my primary finishing powder. And it's nice, but it's nothing special to me. All right, so then eyeshadows. Now the eyeshadows were super hard to narrow down because I really loved all of the eyeshadows basically. So again, I did pick the Chanel Quad Lumiere Opulence to be my number one. So that's this one. So this was my number one. And then the Tom Ford Fleur Neige is my number two. Then after that is actually the Tom Ford Soleil Neige, which surprised me. I didn't think this would be the one that I reached for the most out of these quads, but it is. I love it. All three of these quads give you kind of like that freshly fallen snow like look on your eyes. I really like that. And the blue accents this just screams like winter by the fire to me. A snowy day and so forth. I have found that I wear this one more frequently than the other two. So that made my number three spot. Then after that is the Tom Ford Quad in Soleil Lune, which is the one with the green. So I love this. I love the green. The green I feel like is a very, very unique shade. Never quite seen this shade of green in an eyeshadow before. Let me swatch that for you real quickly. It's just, you know, it's really, it's different than other greens. So I love these. So that made my next spot. Then we go into the Ombre Premiere from Chanel in the purple brown. This is number 58. And the texture of these is great. I don't reach for these that frequently, but I have found I really like to incorporate this one with the Chanel Quad. And I do like to wear these on their own as well, but I don't know, these colors, I guess, you know, they're just not colors I'm going to reach for a ton. So this one I reach for more frequently than the other one, and this one I think works really well with the Chanel Quad, so I like this one a lot. The Grandeur, the gold one, we'll get to that in a minute. Then my next one on the list is the Golden Land palette from Guerlain. And I love these shadows. You know, the staying power is great. I haven't had any issues with any of the shadows. You know, again, I think in this case, it's the colors. There's a lot of golds in here. I don't reach for this one as much. So I kind of have to remind myself to take it out and use it. So although I like it and I think it's, you know, the quality of the shadows is great, it's just not one that I reach for as much. So after that, then I have the last Tom Ford Quad, oh, that's not it, in Soleil Diva. And I know for a lot of people this might have been higher up on the list. It is more warm. I like the colors. I just don't think it's necessarily as special as the other two. I think the green and the blue colors in the other two really kind of make those a little bit more special. And you know what? This one is, I think, sold out everywhere anyway. So There might be some places that still have it in store, but I haven't seen it anywhere online in quite a while. So I do like this one. The warm colors still work for me as well. You know, it's a great neutral, but it's just not as special to me as the others, so I don't reach for it as frequently as the other two. And then my last eyeshadow is the Ombre Premier in 56 Grandeur. So this made the bottom of my list. I still like it. I would definitely still repurchase it. I think it is a nice color to incorporate with some of the other gold shadows and stuff in these other collections. It's a little bit too warm for me to wear frequently. You know, I kind of have to be going for a certain look. So although I like it, I think the texture is nice. It's just not one I reach for very much because of the color. But I do really like these Ombre Premier textures and will definitely repurchase these in other colors in the future. Just a side note, there was only one eyeliner that came out with any of these. I'm not positive or whether this is limited edition or not. I believe that it does say it's limited edition online, but I have also heard that the color will be permanent or was permanent. Regardless, I love the eyeliner. I love Chanel eyeliners. I use these frequently, and you know, they don't tug. They stay put really well, and I just think this is a great color. So if you don't have something similar, I would definitely pick this up. And honestly, this is the type of color I go for all the time. So actually, my other favorite eyeliner is actually from Chantecaille, and it's called Olive Brocade, and it's just a little bit more green and gold than that. So you can see they're kind of in the same color family. So obviously, I gravitate to those colors. So that I definitely recommend. Now, to put the lip products in order. It was really, really hard, and there are still some that I'm kind of switching around. So my number one is the Rouge G96. Again, this is not particularly, you know, a super holiday color or anything like that. For other people, it might be completely ordinary. But for me, it's just such a perfect shade that I have to have it. And I wear it all the time. So I absolutely love that. My next favorite is actually the Red Matte from Guerlain. And I put it, these cases you can mix and match, by the way. So, you know, you pick the case and you buy the lipstick insert separately. And there's a tiny, tiny little bit where you can see the number of the lipstick on there. All right, so this is the number 94. And it's a matte red, but it's not a true matte. You know, I think on my lips, it really, although it's matte, it doesn't like dry down. I don't get any of those lines in my lips with it. It's really, you know, more moisturizing and it doesn't look all the way matte to me. So I really like this. I think the color is fantastic. So that was my number 2. And then my next favorite is the Lip Crystal from Chantecaille in Rose Quartz. I've been wearing this one a lot, and it's kind of a nude pink color with some gold sparkle in it, and it works really well as a topper, or if you apply it very sheerly, you know, it kind of just gives you a hint of color with the sparkle. So this would be my next favorite. After that, I move on to one of these Tom Ford lip balms. And I keep these in my purse. I actually just spent time looking around for all of these things because I wear this one. This is Bay Diva number 5. And I wear this one all the time. It just stays in my purse. And, you know, it's a great, you know, nude berry. So I wear this frequently. There is a little bit of shimmer in this. And the texture on these is great. It gives you a hint of color, but it's still a lip balm. So I really like these a lot. Then after that, we move on to another lip crystal, and this is the Carnelian shade. And I just think this is a fantastic holiday color. So I'm running out of room here, but It's a sheer red, so you can leave it sheer, you can build it up, you can use it as a topper. I just think this color screams holiday to me, and I definitely plan on wearing this to holiday parties this year. I love this color. And next we move on to the Chanel lipsticks. Now, I love these Chanel lipsticks. I think they are great colors, but I also don't think they are necessarily super special. I feel like you can find similar colors in a permanent line, which is why they are so far down my list. My first one is number 857, Rouge Noble. And I think this is a great fall color. Actually, I'm gonna put this up here. It's like a maroon red. So really like a really deep berry. So it definitely has more of those berry undertones to it. I think it's looking a little bit more red than berry in the screen to me, but it's really more of a deep berry. And I just love this color. So that's number 857 in Rouge Noble. Then my next favorite would be number 807, also from Chanel. And this is Rouge Delicieux. And this is going to be their more neutral pink color, and it's a little bit more of a pinky coral, but I like it. I wear this one frequently. It goes really well with the Chanel Quad. Actually, they all do, depending what look you're going for, but for me, this is like a great work look, the Chanel Quad with this lipstick. So I really like these a lot. This is number 807. Okay, and then next on my list is actually going to be one of the lip glosses. This is number 826. And again, these lip glosses, I love the lip glosses. I love all of the Rouge Coco gloss line in general. But these colors, I feel like they're not special per se. Okay, and and the next one on my list is number 826, the Rouge Coco gloss. And I love these glosses. I wear the Rouge Coco glosses, from the permanent line. It's just that these colors that they put out, I feel like, although they're very pretty, they're not really, super special to me. I feel like you could find something similar anytime. So I'm just going to put this right here above the eyeliners. But this is a great color. I love the color. I love the texture. So yeah, definitely love these. This is like a really, really dark, I'm not sure, cranberry maybe? Like a dark, deep cranberry. Then next on my list, we go back to one of the Chanel lipsticks, and this is going to be Rouge Majestueux in number 847. So this is a red. I'm going to put this down here. Oops. So it has cool undertones, but it is, it's a really nice red. So I like this one. But again, I feel like, there are other items, holiday items, that are a little bit more unique or special than these lipsticks. All right, and then next we go with the 817 for the Chanel. And if we were doing like a spring or summer, limited edition items, this would be higher up on my list because I really like this color. So it's kind of like a bright corally pink. So I really like the color a lot. It's just not that wintry to me. So, for a holiday collection, I think I'd wear it more during spring or summer. So I love the color. Wish it was in a different season. Then next we have number 95 from Guerlain Rouge G. I'm going to switch hands now. And this is their metallic nude. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a gold look on the lips, and it is a metallic finish. It's pretty light. It works well as a topper. I believe this color has been out in the past. It may even be, the color itself may be part of the permanent collection, I'm not sure. But I know it has definitely been out in previous years. It's a nice color, but it's not as special as the other ones to me. Next, we go on to the Rubelite Lip Crystal. I really like this color. I like it more as a topper though than as a lipstick, because on me, when it really gives you more of that metallic fuchsia magenta type color, and it's just not one that I'm going to wear as frequently, but I do like it. I would definitely repurchase this. And next one is the gloss in number 824. So this is pretty much like a true red lip gloss. So I just feel like that, you know, you can find pretty much anytime. I mean, look at that. It's really just like a lipstick red. So I think that one's just, it's not as special, but I really do like it. I wear it. It goes well with a lot of holiday items, so I can see why it was included in the collection. It's just not really unique to me. All right. And that was it for all of the lip products. So, by Terry stuff, this serum, again, I just don't think, for me, I wouldn't repurchase. You know, first of all, this tube will last me forever, but you know, the glitter in there's a little bit of a sparkle. You're not really going to notice it. I've tried wearing it on its own, and you know, it doesn't really do that much on its own for me. It blends in well with my skin tone. It evens out my skin tone a little bit because my cheeks get really red. So it does even it out a little bit. I don't detect any of the sparkle, so I would just go with the regular one in the collection. Wouldn't worry about getting this limited edition bottle. And again, we covered this in the beginning. I really, you know, if you're interested in By Terry products at all, I think that Best of Set is a great buy. And I really think that the Brightening CC Serum, if you like either colors 1 or 4, you know, that holiday pack they have out is a great deal. Now, just the Hourglass palette. I think this is a great palette. I'm glad I got it. I will definitely be using it. I'm not really going to be using the bronze color. I think if you have medium or darker skin tone, you know, I think you would probably use this all the time. So, you know, if you have a medium skin tone and you do not already have this palette, I would definitely try to get this, because I think it's just a great neutral if you're interested in a collection of these types of items. But I really like the highlighter in here. I really like the blushes. Finishing powders are fine. You know, they don't seem special to me. And the bronzer is too dark for me. So, you know, for me, with my skin tone, this makes it's further down on the list. But if you have a darker skin tone, I can definitely see this going much higher up on the list. Okay, so that is everything for me. And just a note, this CC powder from By Terry, I really like this. It made it higher up on my list of powders. But, you know, the colors are technically not limited edition colors. So it's kind of like a personal decision. You know, it's not really a necessity since the colors are not limited edition. I love the combination of having all three together. So for me, it's a definite repurchase just because I really like having this combination. I wouldn't want to buy all the colors separately. But, you know, that may not be true for everybody. So just a note on that. Those are all of my items. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them below. I really hope this was helpful. And I hope you guys find some good Black Friday deals or holiday deals if you're interested. And happy Thanksgiving. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Thanks so much. Have a great day.